Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rising World on the Radio Man 03. It is awesome to have you along. We are getting started on the manor in today's episode. I've been sitting here for about an hour just kind of staring at the area, trying to figure out what it is I'm going to do and the ideas in my head. I've looked at pictures of mansions, I've looked at pictures of manors, and to be quite honest with you, you can do just about anything you want. And your mansion, your home is your mansion, right? It's your manor, so it really is entirely up to me. This is the front entryway, though. This is going to be the door and the stuff that surrounds the door. The house is only going to be as good as the front door, right? So I figure we'll get started with the front door and see how that goes. Before we jump into this, though, I got to show you the bridge. The bridge is looking pretty dang sharp. It's done. The other end, of course, that leads out into the land is not finished yet. But look at this. All the acacias came up. Huh? Let me take a walk through here so you guys can see this. It definitely canopied it very well. The roots stayed within their boundaries of the planter boxes, so we're good to go there. But that is how it looks as we walk through the bridge with the canopy of the acacias above it. So it's exactly what I was hoping for. Spin around here so you can take a look again with the sun on it. It just came out perfect. I love it. I know it's huge, but, you know, I don't build very small. So it was a fun project. It turned out great. It's done. It didn't take all as long as I thought it was going to take to do, but it is done. So that's the main thing. I did want to show you that I did cap the top off. It's nothing fancy. Just kind of did something to pull that together. You guys are right. The two sides by themselves wouldn't be good. I think you're also right that if I had gone with anything on top of this too big, it would have gotten too bulky. So I decided that we're going to keep our bridge pretty simple and our drawbridge area very simple. And that's all I did was I just capped it off like that. If we've got some ideas, let me know, and maybe we could do a little something extra there to it. I also changed out the wood that was attached to the wheel. So that wheel now looks a little different with the chain and stuff. So I hid that rotted old wood. You can't do much about the drawbridge. It is what it is, and that's how it looks. But I did do that. Also, it was suggested... Let me get an empty hand again. It was also suggested that I curve these guys out, and that's what I did on top and bottom. So they're curved out. We've got our really nice lights up on top. And then I finished out the beam work on the ends as well. So the beams are all in. It should look pretty good. Maybe a little something... Oh, you know what? We don't have that done back there. Did I do this side back here? I didn't do that side either. Let's take care of that real fast. I did not even notice that. Obviously, it's not done. Did I do the top part? I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that too. Yeah, we need to fix this. There we go, like so. We want those guys in there. Just to finish it off and make it look right. There we go, beautiful. So that's good there. You know, I don't think I did the back side of those outside there. Is there any way I can actually... I can't really get to it right now. I need to put a piece of scaffolding there, but I'll get that fixed too so that it's curved on the inside and outside. Matter of fact, we can probably look over here. It's just not a thing. Anyways, we're not going to worry about that. I get that fixed, no problem. Just a couple of blocks real quick and we'll get that taken care of. And it won't be something that we'll see ever again. So today, we got to the end here. The acacia tree, the one sapling we had left over that we planted over there, I grabbed it and made one more planter box down here. One more planter box. So the acacias will be from here all the way down to the end. And as you walk down the bridge coming towards the house, you'll see one more acacia tree here on this corner, and then we come in. I put a water source up here because I was tired of going down the hill to go get a drink of water. So if you do that, that's great. Now, I had originally had the water source over here, but there's a gap under the stone blocks, so the water was just going straight under the block onto the ground below. So make sure you have something really solid underneath it like we do here. There's dirt right up underneath these blocks, so now the water sits on top. But you can, you know, take blocks and shape this and turn it into a little well for yourself, and you'll always have drinking water handy. I just placed it on the ground because, well, we're going to move that someplace else eventually. Today, I'm working on the front entrance, as I mentioned. So I've kind of decided how big of an entrance I want. I don't want to go too huge. And the reason I'm putting the house this direction, and this is what I've been kind of monkeying around with since I got on today. Let me get these put in real quick. Originally what I had was we were to come around, we would turn, and then up the stairs and into the manor this way. However, we kind of run out of space, and it's a sheer drop-off back here. And we could do balconies and things like that all the way down to the water's edge and make it look kind of cool that direction too, but I needed a little more land. Now, if we go out this way, so we come in now, we've got a little bit of yard out here. You can see I leveled off the ground. That's why you've got dirt patches and grass patches. I took the rake and kind of leveled things out. This is dirt up against stone, so you're going to have a problem there anyway. So just put some grass on it or build something over it, and you're good to go. It's not going to be that big of an eyesore. So what I decided to do was move the staircase the other direction. The reason I did that was because we have a lot more land coming back this direction, so now we've got all that from here to build on. In addition, if we want to, we could even do a staircase and do some kind of an interesting build down into this area right here. I would like to have an atrium on this house, something that's glass with the garden inside of it. So I would like to have something like that, so our garden is actually kind of attached to the home. Not a separate greenhouse, but an atrium attached to one of those sides of the house. So when we go through a door, we walk out there, you know, our plants and stuff are all growing. So that's kind of my idea there. We need to grab a door. I think the doors are actually over here. Oh, one other thing. Don't pick up your phonograph if you've got a record in it. You will lose your record. We don't have a record anymore. It's gone. The record disappeared when I moved that. No, I think it's actually in here. We've got some doors. Yeah, we do. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and do this guy. I don't know how to do double doors. If you guys know how, let me know, because I just don't know how to do double doors. Let's do a grid on here. And let's turn this. And that's actually part of my 3 blocks right there. Let's see what we've got going on here. We've got 1, 2, we actually have 4 solid blocks here. That's the back of that one. So that's going to work for me right back here. So let's go grid again. And we're going to pull that forward. It's going to be the 1 block back, and that's where our door is going to sit. The doors are 2 wide, 4 high. So that's our door. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Let's get that put in place so we at least know where that is. This stuff's all going to have to move. I think what I'm going to do is kind of take everything and set it up over here. I was thinking this might not be a bad area for us to build sort of a small workshop for ourselves to put some of that stuff in right now. Instead of having it on the bridge and back there, we build kind of a workshop in this corner right here. That way, when we're working on the house and stuff, which is going to be an extended project because we're going to have room after room and floor after floor, we can run in and out. And eventually what I'd like to do is I've decided I would like to do a room in here where when we go into it, we enter, I don't know if it's going to be a secret door or what, but we go into the door and it takes us down into the mine to where we do our forging, okay? So I feel like that's going to be the case there. Now this block right here, I really like this one. It's a stacked stone. You guys have seen me use it before in other videos and other builds, and I just really like the darkness of it and all the colors that are in here as well. If I go to my inventory, the other block I'm going to pick out, and we use this in a season recently too, is this really nice stone. Oh, you know what? The door's going to have to move. Oh, you know what? I think I went with an odd number here, didn't I? It needs to be even. Yes, it is. That's even. Okay, so 9. So let's go 10. We got to go even with this right here. Let's go underneath here, and we'll go ahead and cap that off right there. Nothing fancy right now. We're just kind of getting started. Of course, we want the front door to look nice, but we'll get it worked out. Okay, so let's go to the other blocks here that we have. And we're going to want 1 there and 1 there. Let's go back 1 more. Let's go back 1 more. I'm going to have to chop this tree down. You'll notice I've chopped some trees down too. Once we get things kind of ironed out and figured out where things are going and we get moved along here, we'll put trees back on the island and get things looking a little bit nicer and a little more, you know, decorated. So let's do that right there. Let's bring that door back to the half block, like so. Yeah, let's do that. What I want to do here. Hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing fantastic. It was my longer day at work, so my time to record is pretty short today. But I wanted to get a little bit of Rising World for you on today. Let's do like that. And like that. And yeah, let's go like that. We're just building out the front entryway is all we're doing. Like so. Yeah. And then actually I'm going to want to come up with these guys right here. Yeah. Definitely like that. Let's go back out to the block bench. Stone bricks. I believe this is the one. Let's go ahead and favorite that one so we have it in our regular thing. And let's max out a stack of those. Other thing I'm going to want here is windows. I want some kind of framed window all the way around here. Around the door. Yeah, time to chop the tree down. It is not going to allow me to do what I need to do here. And are we going to have to chase that one all the way down the hill? Oh, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Did we get a sapling up here, perhaps? Maybe one? We have other saplings, but I was kind of hoping that would drop one. It did not. Okay. By the way, I just want to let you know that they did change the identification for that tree. It used to be mulberry. If I'm not mistaken, it was mulberry, and they have changed the identification of that tree now to maple, which I think does make more sense that it is a maple tree. So there you go. Just so you know that. Somebody got a little bent out of shape in one of the comments recently and was just going off about the fact that it's not a mulberry tree. It's not a mulberry. It doesn't look anything like a mulberry. Well, they fixed that, so they changed what it looks like. Let's go like this. Bear with me because I'm winging it right now, guys. I am winging it here just to see kind of what I like and which direction I'm going to go. Like so. So now what I want to do is I want to do frames, window frames up, and then over the top, and then back down. So it's going to be glass framing in this doorway here, just on the outside edge of it. We don't have any sand, so we're going to have to go to the desert. You guys sent me coordinates for the desert, so we'll be looking for the desert here soon to get some sand. Either that or find a beach that we can get sand off of so we can make some glass. So something like that right there. I'm also going to want the house to come out and over this way. So let's go like this, like so. I'm trying to think ahead and decide, okay, do I have enough now space up front here to put something in? Now, you guys might say, well, this is looking kind of small, but we'll expand. We'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't know how to do the double doors. I would prefer to have a double door here where when you opened them, they both opened up opposite directions, you know what I mean, outward. But I don't know that I can do that with the game. So if we do this right here, we should have room for like a potted plant right here, maybe another one right here. We'll do a little light on the outside of the house that lights up the house at night as we go in and out. We're going to need some stairs in here as well. You know what? Let's go ahead and I want space. We want to have some space here. Let's go ahead and do that right there. Let's bring this out just one more. So we've got just a little bit more space up here. Like so. That's going to give us a little more room up here. We could even do a little bit of a rail right here if we wanted to, over on this side as well. Just a little something to kind of get things going here. Like so. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to come across this direction. So let's go. That doesn't really count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got to be careful here. I don't want to encroach on this thing right here. I want this to stay just the way it is. Oh, matter of fact, I need a couple of angle blocks here to finish that off too. I kind of got on and rushed a little bit today to try to get things set up for you guys so we could do a little episode here. Let's see. And I'll try to get another one out this week as well. I'm back on my regular schedule at work where I've got to make a longer drive to work twice a week, so it kind of cuts into my record time. But then the holidays have been cutting into my record time for the last few weeks. That should work there. Yeah, and then we've got a little bit of room here. So our foundation is actually this guy right here. Like I said, I just love this guy. So let's go ahead and get a foundation put in. We are going to have to do this. Like so. Like that. Did I go 7 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, beautiful. Perfect. All right, then let's go ahead and do a couple off of here, just to give us a little edge there as well, like that. Now we've got the makings of something happening here. What if? I wonder if we could get creative with a corner window right there in this area right here. Have a pane of glass come down here, and then meet up in the corner over here, and have kind of an interesting corner window right there. That could be kind of fun. I don't think I've ever done that before. But if we do that there, and that there like that, that could kind of make for a nice little, oop, that's the wrong area. Kind of a nice little entryway right here. You know, right there? As you come up, you've got the thin glass windows here over the door, and then we've got a nice little corner window right here that gets capped off on the top. Once we get the glass in, we'll finish out the floor, and we'll have our first level. And now what we've got here is we've got room for a nice large window. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we do that right there. Now we've got a nice window there. Let's hop on up here. And are we even with this one here now? I think we are. But our front entryway, we're going to want it to be pretty grand, right? We're going to want it to look pretty grand and majestic when you walk in the door. I'm picturing maybe a chandelier and stuff, and some nice furniture as you first walk in. Got to do something like that. Excuse me. I'm talking all day, so I got a bit of a frog in my throat right now. I'd also like to have... Okay, so let's take a look at this now. I feel like right about here we're going to wind up having what's going to be a door that goes into this room right here, over here, okay? Maybe this is a staircase that goes up to the next floor. Maybe that's the case. Could be that. Let's get this bed moved. I'm actually thinking about making myself a decent tent to put out because my raggedy old leafy and stick bed is wearing out. But I have not done that, obviously. It seems like maybe it might be kind of a waste of material. We'll get this going. We can make a bed. There we go. And, of course, never fails. As soon as I start recording, it gets cloudy. A little bit of water. Let's take our inventory. Let's grab some corn. I've been eating the corn. I think it looks really good, man. I would love to be able to take this and roast it over that fire over there. That would be so cool, huh? Get some dripping butter on it. Tame a cow, milk that cow, make some butter and stuff. Oh, man, that would be sweet. Stairs. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I think I'm going to go with kind of a gradual staircase. Cobblestone. I believe this is where this one is. Where's my beautiful stack? No, it's under stone bricks. This one here. Let's go to that's in my favorites. Okay, beautiful. Favorites, stone brick. There we go. We're going to back up to this one. Let's make a couple more of these guys right here. Instead of laying down a staircase, we could do something like that. What we'll do is we'll build something nice around it to kind of frame that in. I'm seeing some logs go on here that go up to wherever this roof line ends right here. So we'll do some logs going up and then a nice little, a short rail from here over to that and then over here to over here. So something short right there, and then we could put something right in here. We could put a chair right there if we wanted to, a potted fern, anything like that we could put right there. So that's looking a little bit better. A little bit better. This is kind of encroaching right here for me. I don't know what to do right here. I'm still kind of wrapping my head around it. I may have this, and what's nice about Rising World, I can go back and fix anything I've dug out or anything like that. I'm thinking about bringing this back to here and just having the walkway kind of end or kind of curve over this way, like that. Just kind of have it come out and wind around and meet up with this corner here, and then it would actually just end right there as well. So something like that. A little bit of a curve might look nice. Just a gradual little thing for sure. Or we could have this kind of end, do something nice, an abutment right here and right here. See, I've turned this into the round pillar right here. We could do something like this at the end here and just turn all of this into sort of a path walkway that leads to the house. So I'm not quite sure what route I want to go in that direction with that. But I can tell you one thing, the back of the house is going to have one heck of a beautiful view of that sunset. It's going to be fantastic. Yeah, let's take a sleep and see if we can sleep the night away here. Get the sun back up so you guys can see better. A bunch of stuff has to be moved before we can really get rolling on this. I think we could do some of the window panes, though, and see if we can get them fired up. There we go, beautiful. Okay, let the sunshine shine, please. Let the sunshine shine. Let's take a look over here at what kind of frames we have for the windows. I had some fun with them in the last season on the log cabin I built. I really did enjoy it. Construction. Is it construction? Yeah, it is. Windows. Okay, so that's pretty boring. That one I think is pretty boring too. I tend to like that one the most. Yeah, I like this one the most. And let's first of all stop it from spinning so we can just look at it. This is the same color as the wood we've been using. It's kind of got that rusty brown look to it. Maybe there's something different though that we could use. Maybe something more towards the whiter side for the front entryway. With that dark stone, it might look nice. This is kind of a white here. Almost looks white. 86. This is definitely white. Let's make one of those. Let's take a look at it and see what we think. These are fun because you could do a lot of different things with them and make them fit really, really well. This has got kind of a... I wish the sun was out. It's got sort of a... Yeah. Let's go take a look at this. It might make this white brick kind of pop. I went with the brick just because it's a really nice solid stone thing. Let's get these in here. We can hold shift and arrow key and we can actually move these guys around and shape them to the size we want to go in here. They're really beautiful about that. We can do that and then we can shift up. We can hit control and continue to shift it up and then page up. Let's shift up some more. Page up. And let's shift up one more time and page down. And you can see it's embedded into the bottom here a little bit. If we go page up, you can see it comes out right there. So let's go shift down one more time. And we'll bring that down a little bit. Pull it forward. This is just the arrow keys. And okay, so let's go control, let's hit grid, and let's get that guy to see if we could get him to snap right smack dab in the center here. Let's minus key that grid there again, and let's do it one more time and just see. That looks pretty good to me. We could even minus it one more time, and then we've really got a bunch of detailed lines in there. So if we did something like that right there, that would look pretty nice, wouldn't it? They don't stand out. What do you guys think of that color? I think that color would look pretty good. Looks pretty clean up here. And then what we do is we mimic that one right here and right here. I should have probably made up a few more. The next one, I'm not sure. It does come in that size. Okay, beautiful. So we've got that one there. Let's go right back to here. And let's get this grid back on. And we'll snap another one in there right like so. Beautiful. And what we can do over here is we can come back this way and we can snap another one right here. And let's get 1, 2, 3 more. Okay. Let's do that there, and then let's put this one grid. And we got to turn this. It's not exactly what I had in mind. I wanted them to meet up. I really wanted them to meet up. Let's try that there. Oh, that's so close to it, huh? That's almost right on the money there. If we do that there, though, and I take a piece of trim and put it in the corner there, that should trim that out pretty nice. I've only got one of these left. Let's get one more of these. We're going to lose the one we put in here, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and do this again. Let's get that grid back up. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not what I wanted to do. Turn the grid off. Oh my gosh, I'm just making a mess here. Why is it not turning for me? There it goes. Wow, that's weird. It's like the shift key got stuck there for a second. Control. Are we back to what we were before? Looks pretty good to me. Let's grab that back. Huh, I don't know how my shift key got stuck. Let's go G for the grid. And we're going to pop that guy right there. Spin this guy around right here. There's a bit of a gap behind here. Why would there be a... Must be the grid that does that, huh? It'll do that over here too? Well, for Pete's sake, look at that. It did that all the way around it. Let's go in there and see if there's any way we can kind of doll that up a little bit. These guys are fine, but these guys here, there's definitely a gap between the wall and the window, so they're all incorrect. So I've just wasted a bunch of stuff. So I think what I need to do is put the grid on, hit control. There we go. And then we can move them. Okay, so let's go back to those. And we're going to spin these guys around. Hit the grid. Figure out where we want them. Hit control, turn the grid off, and then slide them over just a hair so they meet the wall. And actually, since we've got them right here, let's go ahead and... nope. Nope. Let's make them a little bit wider. Like so. They're not quite reaching the top either, are they? The thing is, you got to watch all of this stuff, you know? You got to watch it all the time. Make sure you've got it set up right. Let's go control again. That looks a little too tall now. Okay, there we go. That'll work. So let's go grid again and hit control. And let's move this back over to here. That looks about right next to that one over there. We're going to hit control, turn the grid off. Make sure we're up against the wall this time. And we are. We're going to snap that one into place. Now let's try it again here and see what happens. That's going to be a little bit better, and we can, like I said, I do want to put a little piece of trim back there to make these windows kind of pop a little bit, so that's great. Grid. And control. Is that up against the wall? It is. Isn't that weird how it did that before? So we're going to take control, and we're going to take that one away from there. Go over here. That window seems like it's set back farther than the other ones. It is, I think. Control. And one more time. There we go. I feel like this window might be set back a little bit further than the rest of them are. That looks good, though. That looks good. I like that. Is there any way for us to get up here? Oops. Where did I put that block? Like that. Something like that right there. And we got those nice corner windows. And like I said, once we get the glass piece that goes across the top here and meets up with these guys right here, we'll frame it in with the brick. Should look pretty great. Should look pretty great. And then I'm thinking I might want this, once we get this framed in, to jut out this way a little bit and kind of encompass this a little bit, this entryway. I think that might be kind of cool. Something like that. Something like this might work just great for me. Alright, I'm going to take another little break, and then we'll come back. Alright, I put up a little scaffolding. I think what we should do at least is get the get those windows put in, right? So they look good all the way around. Wow. What I'm looking at right now is that the door is going to be butting up right against that window pane. See, the windows, this will stretch across, but be on top of that door. That should be, well, let's see what it looks like. I've got these guys kind of scrunched down a little bit. Let's stretch it, oh, let's stretch it out to about halfway through the door, like so. Let's hit control. We need to go down and take a look at that and see how it looks. Wow, that fills it pretty nice, doesn't it? What if I go shift, left shift, and down? I try to tell you what keys I'm pushing you guys just in case you've got questions on how things work. That could work right there. The other part of me is thinking what I should do is take the two windows out that we put next to the door now and stretch those all the way to the top and then do brick up to the top and over the top of the door. I think that's the route I want to take. I like this idea of having this here. This would stretch all the way across. I don't believe I can get this to actually stretch all the way across here, though. Maybe I can. Holy cow, look at that. Oh, look at that. Control. What does that do over here? Yeah, that window's back a little bit. We can adjust that. Better to adjust one window than all the windows. It looks a little odd, though, with the brick just kind of ending there, doesn't it? What I could do is put that up. No, then the glass is not going to look right. It's going to bleed through the brick. So thinking I could put that window frame up. I could easily put a brick right up on top of that there. But I think what I need to do is go back to my other thought of having this window stretch to the top, this window stretch to the top, and then brick this in up here. I think that's what I need to do. So let's try that out, because yeah, that's just not going to look right. You know, it's got to have these bricks up there. So let's make one more of these windows first, and then let's make a few more of the bricks. That should get us by for now. And let's do this guy right here, here, and here. That's going to frame that door pretty nice. Like I said, we'll do some more decor work on the front entryway here. Don't you worry about that. We can just use the hammer to break. Well, let's get the window. Let's shrink this back down to what we need. And then let's stretch it back up using the arrow keys, control. And then let's control it and put it back and hit control again and see what we're at, where we're at. Okay, so we need to come down probably a couple of clicks here. No, I think that's about right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to I don't know why I'm using that window as a measurement. I need to come up this way anyways. Control. How far are we up there? Okay. Yeah, control makes you just have to take it in and out constantly. Because it doesn't, it overstretches itself. Okay, so let's go control. It digs into the material around it, and that is kind of a bummer. So we need about 1, 2, 3 clicks for that, to do that. That looks about right. Looks like it fills that up pretty good. That's kind of cool, huh? You can actually add extra grids in the window by having one behind it, one in front of it like that. Huh. That's interesting. He said. Okay, and let's go back to the window. And we're going to throw the grid back on again. Let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. 5.5 back. So 1, 2, 3. Well, that's tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Right there. Okay. Are we good? It looks like it's good to me. Let's go ahead and break this one out here. This is one of the fun things I find about Rising World, is just the pickiness that you can get into and just the amount of detail. I love that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. All right, beautiful. And let's check one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one right here is not in the correct spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. We'll leave it there. I'll adjust it later. Grid. Oh, I don't have the window in my hand anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Yeah, that's one window over here. Let's fix it. It's gonna drive me crazy. I've got a nice little gap right there. What about this one? I guess it's a little bit bigger of a gap. They make the beams this color as well, so we can come back in with this and fix it all up. Let's do this. Let's stretch that out. That's the right width. Oh, this, I know. It's kind of a little bit time consuming, huh? And looks like we need to go up one. And then we should be good to go here. Control. Yeah, okay, beautiful. So control, grid, and let's spin that to the side, like to the side. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. There we go. That's perfect now. Let me get these beams and show you what I'm talking about. Actually, we can actually frame the rest of this in a little bit so we can see how that's going to look. Just want to give you guys kind of a taste of what it is we're doing, okay? This is going to go... Yeah. Can I put this right on top of that? Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to do that there, like so. Okay, beautiful, just like that. Let's get the scaffolding out of here. We don't need it anymore. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Busy day, lots of talking. Now that looks good, that looks good. I would have liked to have had the glass over the top. We probably could have gone up one and brought it down. I may do that in the future. I don't know if it's really necessary. We've got some really nice windows there alongside the door. Once we get the glass, we're going to put the frosted glass on the top and the clear glass on the bottom. So that's going to give this a lot of decoration, a whole lot of decoration. What number is this on the window frame? This is at 84. So if I do a wood beam, is there an 84 in here? Oh, there sure is. All right, let's craft a couple of those guys up too. There's our door. Oh yeah, there's the door. So we're going to come back in here with this. You know, I don't know if I need to stretch that up, but we can stretch it up. It doesn't matter if it goes through the wood above. It really doesn't matter. And let's Let's beef it up a little bit, like so. Now what we have to ask ourselves is, wall-wise, how is this going to work out for us later on down the road? Let's go ahead and let's do the grid. It's in there as far as it'll go, like that. I don't like what that did when I hit the grid. I don't like what that did at all. It actually consumed part of the window there, didn't it? Let's try without the grid. It's really hard to see. Let me go outside here and see if I can do this outside. There we go. That's better. Alright, I've changed my mind already. We're going to kind of finish off the framework of this here. Let's shrink this down a little bit more. That's not going to be big enough. Right about there. The windows really let you kind of encroach on them quite a bit. I'm surprised. Something like that right there. Yeah, that's going to work. That's going to work. Let's get another one of those and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Let's run back over here. Pop this guy in here. Like that. See, there we go. See how that trims that up really nice? Gives a little groove in there. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. That is really beautiful. Oh, it comes out the top a little bit. But, like I said, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I can't get up there. We're going to put... oh, my gosh. I don't have enough of those. I thought that was going to be enough to get us by. It's not. Bear with me. I apologize. Take a little while for me to do this. Like that. And if we come over here and we do this right here, pow, that's going to hide that just fine. I'm thinking maybe a 10 block high ceiling through here for the first floor, 10 blocks high. That could be pretty nice. It gives us ample room to build downstairs and have some really nice looking rooms, I think. Finish that off right there. That looks pretty sweet, huh? Looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We need to sleep. There we go. We're supposed to have a snowstorm roll through tonight. Not much of a storm, maybe 1 inch to 3 inches of snow tonight, but it's the first snow we've had this year. Where I live, we get more snow than Anchorage, Alaska. We get 120 inches average a year, and we've not had any yet. So we're getting into the major trouble zone. We could make it up still, but if it doesn't happen by the end of February, we're going to be in trouble. There's going to be all kinds of water restrictions this summer. There's going to be wildfires going on, and it's going to be crazy. I bet they close the forest and everything because it's going to be nuts. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think that looks really good. I like that. What do you guys think? Are we on the right track? We starting off good? Don't forget, a lot of decor work still has to be done. So, you know, go ahead and judge it and send in suggestions and ideas. But remember, we are going to do a lot more work to it. We're just kind of getting a front door put in, figure out what we're going to do. This is giving me something to wrap my head around, and then we'll move forward from here. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit that like button for me. Comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, fantastic, and a superb day, and I look forward to talking to you again next time.